It's a wild through a goal, slots it beyond Fodringham, and the Millers are in front in the South Yorkshire derby. And for the first time in 42 years, Rotherham United win at Bramall Lane. On the edge of the box for Doffin, he can hit them, and he does. The Doffin has scored an absolute screamer for Rotherham United. Rotherham United have secured their championship status for next season.
Do me a favour, drop me off in Rotherham.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to New York Talk, the Rotherham United podcast. Pre-season prediction reveal part 2. Probably going to be as bad as part 1, to be honest with you. Or can it be worse? I don't know. We'll find out. It shouldn't be worse, but who knows? We'll find out in the next hour or so how bad everybody's done, and we'll laugh at each other because that's how it goes. Mick, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thank you. You?
Yeah, I'm good. You're going to be taking over in a minute.
Am I?
Because you did your predictions the other night.
Yeah.
They were rubbish. Maybe missed Thursday's episode. Mix were terrible. So
Yeah.
that's the bar to not beat.
But me asking questions and trying to host this is going to be even worse. Let me tell you that.
Could be. It could be. Ben's back. How are you doing, Ben?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
Good stuff. Lewis is back. Well, Lewis, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. I don't think I've missed much since last time I was on. I think it was pre-Evans and all that stuff. So, I'm all good. All good, thanks. Happy to be on.
Wonderful stuff. And Kev's back. How you doing, Kev?
Good, mate, apart from raging hangover. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. I can have hangover. I don't get it.
That means it were a good day. It definitely means it were a good day.
Mate, Uber receipts told me it were anyway.
Kev, let's start with you because we've got a few bits we want to let everybody know about, some updates to Legends Night and a few bits. Just talk us through what updates has been, basically.
Yeah, just a couple of things, really. So, big news is we're going to be recording it on the night. So, Lens Go Media, they do a lot of work with Sheffield Wednesday as well, which can't hold that against them, but he's going to help out on the night. We were thinking about streaming it live, but it meant too much getting people to pay and all that. So I was going to, after the event, obviously everyone who attended can get a copy of it anyway. And anyone who doesn't attend can watch it afterwards. Sponsored by JB Executive. So thank you to John at JB Executive for doing that. He's also donated the £250 voucher for the raffle as well, which is fantastic. Second big news of Legends Night is we've actually got a photographer this time who can do instant print. So the people can have a photograph with a legend or all legends. It's printed out straight away. They can get it signed and framed, and which is going to be a nice little bonus. And then off related to the Rotherham stuff, Barnsley. I'm doing another Legends Night for Barnsley.
Not busy enough.
No, end of August on a Thursday night. To be fair, it's a right lineup. I can't believe we've got them like John Parkin and stuff like that, and Danny Wilson. It's a great lineup. So if anyone knows any Barnsley fans, please spread the word to them. And it's at Metrodome on Thursday, 29th of August, 7:30.
Should be good. Good, any Barnsley fans, go and do it because them guests are really, really good.
They are. Yeah.
Yes, right. Mick, you're going to take us through the list. Have you got a list of the topics?
I've got a list of topics and a blank sheet to mark scores down on. So I ain't got a pen, but I won't need one, will I? So it doesn't matter.
Probably not. No, you'll be safe on that one. We've got a few bits. You've got loads of people. Let's go through who's with us. YouTube viewers: Martin Holland, Sarah Aldrin, The Miller, Sean H, Dave Lawton, Darren Cook, Kelly Forbes. There's loads with us so far. Thank you for joining us. And Mick, over to you.
All right. Thanks very much. I've been preparing for this for 4 years now.
4 years.
4 years, yeah. Right. So, player of the season is the first category that we're going to start with. The thing is, Matt, what you've not provided me with is what everybody's answer was. So if any of you can't remember your answers, we just make it up.
I mean, I've sent them out to everybody, except you, obviously.
Oh, that's all right then.
I've got it written down here if necessary as well.
Oh, excellent. So we start with player of the season, then Kev. Who did you your choice?
Well, probably what everyone else has gone for, Victor Johansson.
Well,
easiest one on list, weren't it? Easiest one to do.
Yeah, seems fair that. So point to Kev then, straight on. on the board straight away, Kev. Lewis, where did you plump for on this one?
Kev, you say Victor was an easy pick, but I went Cafu. Which seems quite sensible during pre-season when they were unbelievable for 2 games, but didn't really age well, did it?
No, it didn't really, did it? I mean, he had no, he didn't, did he? He didn't have out really.
He had one good game against Norwich, or somebody else he played well against. I can't. There was one good game at home, I think.
It's not good. It's not good when you're looking at one game, though, is it?
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, nice gloves though. Well, nice gloves. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think his first game of the season kind of summed up really now looking back as to where we're going to go, getting sent off. Yeah. Okay. No points for you there, Lewis. Then Ben.
No.
I said Rathbone.
I got that. He had a good end to last season, didn't he?
Yeah, he had such a good end, and then just didn't show up. But,
I think he was carrying an injury for some season, though, weren't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
So another blank scoreboard. Matthew.
I've got this one. I've got Victor.
Oh,
Yeah. I think the rest of my predictions are quite positive, but I always thought we'd still be under quite a lot of pressure all season. It just, same as Kevin, it just felt the obvious pick.
Yeah.
So sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to dig everybody out, but yeah, just office.
you put all these together though, so you could probably score a full house on this, couldn't you?
I could. Yeah, absolutely. I won't, but I could.
This is where it all starts to go belly up, though, isn't it? Because the next category was Rising Star. Ben, where did you go for?
I put Dexter.
Well, you were not the only one. I think did Joy go for Dexter as well?
I'll be honest. I think you're the only one that didn't go for Dexter.
Yeah.
And your pick was somehow worse than that, Dexter. Play for us, Rose.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah.
But it was the only pick, wasn't it, Dexter? There were no real youngsters, but there were Ben Wiles, but he'd been here for too long. I wouldn't count it as a rising star. Obviously, he left. Who else were there to pick from as a rising star? There weren't really anybody, were there?
No, fair comment. Yeah. Bit of a bum category then, really, weren't it? I don't know, put these categories together, but
for Georgie Kelly, I suppose. Georgie Kelly.
George. Oh no, he could have gone in the breakout star. So rising star is like under 23-ish.
Oh, okay. How old's Kelly?
27 or 28, I think, something like that.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a late bloomer, wasn't he? Really late.
He's not bloomed at all, looks like.
So I'm assuming there's no point asking everybody else then, Matt, if everybody went for Dexter apart from me.
But does that mean we get a point?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Can I ask, what's the answer? Who was the rising star?
Yeah. Probably Seb Revan.
I'd say Dexter.
Yeah, I'd say Dexter as well, actually.
He scored. He scored more than Revan. That's how I'm going.
Right, fine, whatever. You can all have a point for that then.
Yes, get in.
That's me, and I think. That's the only point I'm going to get, I think.
Yeah, it's not looking good, though. So, moving on to the next one then, Matt. Did I come to you first last time? I'll go to Lewis this time. Lewis, breakout star.
I went Bramall.
Okay.
Which I think I remember. Did he have a good end to last season under Taylor? And or did he have a good pre-season, one or the other? I might have just been drunk at the time at the beginning. But yeah, he's been one of the injured lads, hasn't he? But he's done all right end of season, hasn't he, under Evans, I suppose, but still not enough.
I think, to be fair, we all felt his pace were going to give us that bit of an outlet, and thinking that Dexter were going to have the pace down the right and he was going to go down the left, and it was going to create some problems. But unfortunately, it didn't.
No. You were good at last game, though. Really good at last game.
A couple of assists as well. So, Kev, who did you go for?
I went for. I want half a point for this. I went for Georgie Kelly. And technically did break out. It broke out of the Rotherham completely. So I want half a point. Georgie Kelly.
If I mean, obviously Matt's going to be final adjudicator on this, but I also went for Georgie Kelly, and I wasn't allowed half a point for that.
All right, that's answered that then.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, Kev. I'll give you half,
Oh.
but then I have to have half and all.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Ben, what about you?
I said Rathbone again.
I love Ben's
Rathbone for every
breakout
answer.
start.
You just put
Yeah.
Rathbone for every answer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I put Rathbone because I thought he was gonna have such a good season because when he captain in the last season,
Yeah.
or he was playing midfield and he came in because I can't remember who stopped playing, but he played so well, so I thought he was gonna have an amazing season.
Ben's break. I remember a few years ago, Ben, you picked Richard Wood as a breakout star.
Yeah.
And he was like 35.
I'm surprised you didn't go for Grant Hall this year, to be fair. Or Lee Peltier, even. So, Matt.
I think same as Lewis, Cohen Bramall.
Well,
He's got all tools, hasn't he? He's just got all the tools to be a brilliant player, especially at championship level.
yeah.
And as we saw against Cardiff, he can do it. If somebody coaches him properly and tells him how to play properly, I think he could be a key player next season. So I'll probably pick him again next year as well. But it's difficult for me to justify a point for that one, I think.
Yeah, I do as well.
I'm close, though.
Yeah.
It's the better breakout style than Rathbone and Georgie Kelly, I'm afraid.
Well, we weren't to know that Georgie Kelly were going to disappear in January, were we? And
True.
remain injured for the rest of the season. And he had a good start, Georgie, and then pre-season got the hat-trick at Lincoln, and it looked like he was going to come of age this year, and well, there you go.
Still trying to justify you pick 4 days late, Mick.
Yeah. So,
who do we think was a breakout player? If you had to say is it probably Seb Brevin again?
Yeah.
Duffy.
Nobody else. Duffy, maybe, yeah.
Duffy's done really, really well in an uncharacteristic position, really, hasn't he? So the second he comes back and starts playing in midfield, causes even more problems.
We did figure this out the other day. It's Tom Eaves, isn't it? This breakout star.
Well, yeah,
top scorer. I mean, having had this, he's not young, obviously, but with two seasons he's had before to come out and then get that. Ben's eyebrows went up for that one.
I don't agree with that one.
Okay. Oh, you saying is breakout star, Ben?
Rathbone.
yeah.
Okay.
No, we're not having that, Ben. Nice try.
No, I think a Dolphin. I think probably a Dolphin
Yeah, right.
or Redden, maybe.
Fair enough.
I mean, that takes us onto the nicely onto the next category, doesn't it? Of top scorer. Kev, I'll come to you first on that one. Who did you pick?
Same one as breakout star, Georgie Kelly. I just thought, like you said, though, mate, his pre-season hat-trick at Lincoln, and he just looked sharp. He looked different. We're always worried about that step up to championship level, but Kelly, miles wrong, weren't I? Don't think he didn't even get a game, did he? Did he get a few minutes at the end of some games, or
he got one goal against Swansea or QPR.
QPR.
I get half point for that.
If you did, Kev, we're still drawing, mate, because I picked Georgie and all, and I got no for that. Lewis, who did you go for?
I put Hugill. So
Ooh.
Steve did me last game.
It posts with that one, mate.
I know. Yeah.
Tommy's fault, Lewis,
After,
for nicking penalty.
I know. Should have put more of a fight, shouldn't he, over that in that squabble. After how we did end of last season, I thought he'd like get 10 goals easily this season, but I've been wrong like I was for most of my predictions.
Matt, who did you go for?
I went for Hugill as well. I just assumed he'd play. At the start of the season, I just assumed he'd basically play every single game. And although he likes to himself, right, he had quite a good end to last season. He really was an important player for us. I assumed that would continue. And like I said, he nearly got there, didn't he? He was, one goal away from equaling it, and close, very close, close as can be without being right, I suppose.
Yeah, it would have been nice if there'd have been a few more goals to choose, But there you go.
Anybody winning leading goal score with single figures don't deserve to win anyway, do they? Let's be right.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
That is true.
fair.
Ben, who did you go for? Let me
Yeah.
guess. Don't tell me. I reckon you went for Oliver Rathbone, didn't you?
I went for Hugo.
Hugo as well.
Yeah. I mean, that was a safe option.
Mm.
But,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would in the right man would have picked Tom Eaves, would they? At the start of the season, they were so out there.
Well, still no points. Doing really well, yeah, boys.
I've got two, Anna.
Oh yeah, apart from Kev, who's got 2, and Matt who's got 2.
About to be 3.
On most assists. So go on then, Kev. Who did you pick for most assists?
I'm not sure whether this is true, but based on his final game, he got 2. I went for Bramall. So did he win it or not? I don't know.
He didn't win it. No.
What?
No. I think he ended up with 3.
That's one, surely.
No, the winner will shock you. Not
We only scored 4
clickbait
goals.
article.
Who won then? Who did win?
Cafu.
No, I'm not having that.
He got 4, but the last one being against Coventry in October. Something stupid like that.
Shocked.
Bramall did his best for you last game, to be fair.
He tried, didn't he? He
Yeah.
tried. Yeah. Like Hugo. Never mind. Hugo and Bramall let you down in the last game. Then Ben, who did you go for?
I went for Wiles. And then he left 5 minutes after. So, not the best.
Every
pick.
year we do this, and I say, right, we do it pre-season, but if any of these leave before the end of August, let me know and you can change your prediction. Nobody ever lets me know. So we with Ben Wiles and stupid things like that.
Did he not win? I'm guessing he didn't win.
He didn't know. So I find out if he got any for Huddersfield.
Yeah, well, yeah. If he got more than 4, surely I get a point.
No.
While Matt's looking that up, Lewis, who did you go for?
I went for Ben Wiles as well.
Oh,
2, Ben. They got 2.
No, half a point.
no. Unlucky, unfortunate, but it's not going to happen. And Matt, who was your choice?
Cafu. Again, it just felt really obvious.
He's changed it. He's lying.
It's the shame this isn't recorded pre-season. Yeah, he had a good pre-season, didn't he? That free kick against Lincoln, the free kick he almost scored against Sheffield United, I think.
Yeah.
It just felt like we had something special, didn't it? And I suppose four assists up until October is quite good. But then we'll just forget about, other than the penalty against Ipswich, that second half of the season just a waste of time, wasn't it? For everybody, not just him.
Yeah. It was probably best not singling players out for that second half of the season because virtually all of them didn't turn up, did they? So
No.
Right, okay. So you should all have got this. Everybody should have got this right. And if you haven't got this right, you don't deserve any points, I'm afraid. Apart from you, Ben, because I know that you'll probably put Ollie Rathbone for this, but I'll ask you anyway. Which player we're going to play the most minutes?
No, I put Victor.
That's very good. Which was, I don't know, it's something like 5,000 minutes he's played on in this season. It just seems like that.
Yeah. It does. A lot.
Every game. Brilliant. Matt?
No, not every game.
No, I mean, it seems like 5,000 minutes every game.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who did you go for?
I didn't go for Victor.
What?
Yeah,
An absolute idiot. Well, I just thought end of last season he picked up a couple of injuries, didn't he? So I thought he'll probably be injured a little bit, and then he just had a faultless season. So I picked Rathbone.
To be fair, though, Rathbone, I wouldn't have gone for Rathbone purely because of his disciplinary record last year, but
Yeah.
he's not been as bad this year, has he? He's let me down. He's let me down on so many bets this season by not getting booked.
I don't know why last year he got injured loads last season as well. It don't make any sense, that. I don't know.
Lewis, who did you go for?
I went Victor.
You went Victor as well. Yeah. Good man. Good man. It was. Sorry, Matt. The obvious choice.
It was.
Yeah. Give me a point for that. I went for Victor.
Have I not asked you, Kev?
No, I just want to get it in. I went for Victor because it was obvious, Matt.
I'm new to this game. I'm new to this hosting game, mate. I don't, you know what I mean? There's 4 here. I can only count to 3. I'm from Rotherham. I can't be counting that much. Right, next one then. I've asked you all about that. We'll clarify it, shall we? You've all given me your answer, haven't you?
Yeah.
Good, because I'm calculating points here, and all you'll be pleased to know. I don't even know how many people I'm talking to. So, will Matt Taylor still be here at the end of the season? Lewis, what did you think?
I put yeah. He just felt like the obvious, like the Victor pick. It just felt obvious after staying up last season. The optimism was so high in pre-season. It just felt like the obvious answer. But again, didn't happen, did it?
No, it didn't. It didn't. I mean, we talked about this before we came on. You obviously not been here, been on the podcast since all this managerial merry-go-round happened. What's your take on, first of all, the sacking of Matt Taylor? Where do you sit with that?
I think it were definitely coming. The manner of the performances in like 4 out of 5 games were just nowhere near the level, and we're definitely, especially after that Wednesday game, it was just the given that it were going to happen, weren't it? They just weren't good enough at all from the summer with the signings, which didn't turn out as nowhere near as well as what we intended. And then the other performance levels in most games were just nowhere near what's required to even come close to staying up. So it was the right call in the end, I think. Yeah. It was just a shame that it took 5 weeks to get the replacement in, which was another killer, another body blow when we didn't need it. Yeah,
absolutely. We talked about this the other night, didn't we? And felt that was probably that 4 or 5 week period was the final nail in the coffin for the season.
We weren't bottom of the league when he went, I don't think, was it? We weren't far off, but we were certainly still in the fight.
I think.
Yeah, so if we had an appointment within a week or so, would have been definitely. We might have still gone down, but I think we were put up a better fight. It's just a shame how it's all panned out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Liam Richardson, would you stand on that? Shortly.
It was obvious from all sides that it weren't Tony's pick or the other board's pick. But I think eventually they stumbled upon a sensible appointment, especially for League One. At that stage when that relegation was just a certainty, weren't it? And looking ahead to next season, I think it would have been a good pair of hands to steady the ship and then hopefully come back again. But the manner of performances just weren't an improvement at all. So he had another thing as well. He didn't have no credit in the bank at all, unlike Warren and Evans and etc. He had no swallow support, which didn't help him, and he just made his position untenable. Really, I do feel for him because he got put in an awful position at the time, but he probably didn't realise how severe our issues were across the board. But it was the obvious choice to change him in the end. But I think he's obviously a good coach and everything. I think he'll come good elsewhere, but it was just the wrong fit at the wrong time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think once he gets into a club where he fits, like you were saying, he's given a little bit of time, particularly at League One level, I think he'll do really well.
Yeah.
So, Ben, where did you go with this one? Yes or no?
I said yes.
No.
Same. I thought. I mean, in hindsight, obviously looking back, I think obviously should have said no, but I mean, they obviously stayed up. But looking back, he obviously had a bit of a head start and had some of the players that Warren signed, and it just didn't go right this year. But
no.
I think if we'd have won that Blackburn game, who knows what happens.
Yeah,
maybe it's a different story, but especially after that Wednesday game, like Louis said, it would just, you can't play like that at Wednesday. Should have been 6-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Kev?
I thought question was, will Matt Taylor be sacked this year? So I said, yeah. No, I thought it'd still be a bit same as what Lewis said. Great start to end the season, but he did inherit a good team. And then the signings are made on paper. Like I said beginning at first pod, on paper, that's probably the most talented squad on paper I've seen. But just didn't get tune out to him, sadly. And again, like Lewis said, had we got Evans in instead of Richardson at that point, I think we'd have definitely stayed up.
Yeah, possibly. Bristol Rovers fans might disagree, but
Yeah.
Well, not about I mean about Matt Taylor. Matt, where did you go?
I assumed he'd be as well. Yeah, blinded by the kind of end of last season and the brilliant signings. Our pre-season was really good as well. It's one of those. If we now take a step back with hindsight and look at the problems we had last season around Christmas time, January time, the cracks were already kind of there. But he managed to make some really good signings, which kind of papered over the cracks a little bit and kept us up, which is the most important bit. It's a real shame it didn't work out, isn't it? Because we all thought we were on the edge of building something in this league finally, but it became clear from September onwards that they were going nowhere. Weren't it? It was just wrong man, wrong time, possibly, or something. I don't know. It's just such a shame. It's panned out this way for everybody.
Yeah, it is. It is, and we're still talking about it now at the end of this season after such a dreadful season, about the quality of the players that he signed. You know, on paper.
Yeah,
and I know we've had comments right throughout the season from people disagreeing with that and saying that they're absolute garbage, the worst team that a lot of people have ever seen, and I can't disagree with that, but they shouldn't be. I can't see any reason why they are. Anyway, we're going over old ground there, aren't we? And nil plan all the way around. Another Eurovision success.
We normally go closest on this last one, though, don't we? On the no points of position. We did on Thursday.
All right, okay. How many points did we actually get? 27.
Yeah.
27? Did we? Oh, we won, didn't we, last game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
I'm sorry, we're going to do this again, Mick. I just want to point to everybody what Mick Point's prediction was on. Mick predicted
we should do that.
Sure.
We did that on Thursday. If anybody wants to know what my point
these guys weren't here,
go back and watch Thursday's podcast.
These guys weren't here. Mick said we'd get 65 points, which would have put us 9th.
Wow.
I don't think I'm far off, to be honest.
I'm not much behind that, I'll be honest with you.
Go on then, Kev. How many did you say?
Well, I said not much. 51. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I'm stupid. No idea. I just thought in my head I had 44 like safety, 44, 45 safety barrier. So I just put a couple of wins above that.
Yeah.
As it turned out, I think that would have just kept us safe, wouldn't it?
I think so, yeah.
By a point.
I'll get half a point then for that. So
you'll get a point if you're closest, mate.
No.
Lewis, where did you go?
I put 54. So I'm even more, even worse. Yeah, I just thought, how many do we finish on last season?
50? I think we got the 50, I think.
Yeah, my thinking was just a little steady progress from last season, to be honest. A little, just steady progression. Which made sense in my head at the time. But
I think it made sense in everybody's head at the time, didn't it?
Yeah,
not 65.
Maybe not 65, but
well, we're just trying to be a bit sort of ambitious, and certainly not very brilliant. Matt, where did you go?
I went 49.
Oh, sorry, Kev.
I didn't think it would mean as many points as were needed to stay up. So I thought 49 points would have just about kept us up. But yeah, no, we were nowhere near. Andy wouldn't have kept us up.
Yeah, I think we all felt this season that 50 points would have made you
comfortable,
very safe, or reasonably safe. As it turned out, that weren't the case. But go on then, Ben. What's your?
I said 62.
62.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I was thinking because I put 62, and also for the next one I put 16. So I don't really know what I was thinking when I made these.
Bet we weren't far off that.
62. I mean,
that'd have put us 11th then.
But it's bad. What?
That would have put us 11th. Oh, 60 points would have got you 11th.
Well, it's better than Mick. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, isn't it, mate? That's all that's important. Right, okay, so Matt gets a point for that. By being 25 points out. No, not 25 points. 22 points out. You're almost as far out as the number of points we actually got, mate.
Yeah. Rotherham United for you.
This is dire. This is awful.
It is.
I'm looking forward to next season's. Final category. Then. We'll start with you. Finishing position. Are we getting point for closest on this as well, Matt?
I think it's going to have to be in it. I think.
Yeah,
That's what we normally do with these two.
So what did you go for as a finishing position, Ben?
16th.
16th on 62 points. You obviously thought it were going to be incredibly lots and lots of wins in this season for everybody. Right, Lewis.
I put 17th.
17th.
Again, just thinking a little bit of we finished 19th the season before, didn't we? I think.
Yeah.
So just steady progress again, but no.
No, sadly not. Where did you go on?
18th.
16, 17, 18.
Come on, Matt. You didn't beat that, surely.
Yeah. I went 21st. I thought we'd just stay up.
Remember you're slagging you off at time, Matt, for you being too negative as well.
I know.
All that negativity just so you can win this competition, Matt. It's very disappointing in you. Very disappointed in you because
I won the prediction league and I've won this competition, so I feel very proud of myself right now.
Yeah, well done. And you've given the rest of us a horrendous season. Thanks. Go on, Kev.
Is one by default? My actual points came from real correct answers. He's won by getting nearest and by me miles out. How's that?
I got one right. I got Cafu. I got the Cafu assists one.
Well
we should
done.
shout.
Enjoy
we
your
were
trophy.
able to arrange Will to come on, but Will probably would have won. He said Matt Taylor would be sacked. He said 48 points in 21st as well, so Will probably would have won. I'd been able to get him on.
Yeah.
But
No.
yeah. Tom's in the comments asking, can the host win? That's why I didn't host today. That's why Mick's in charge.
I'm not in charge now.
And I bet you hadn't even tried to get Will on because you know you're going to win.
So Will's the winner then, unfortunately, Matt. I mean,
Will would be the winner, but he's not.
Well, yes. You know, I don't. I mean, I'll have to read up on the actual regulations, but I don't see anywhere in there that I can recall where it says you actually have to turn up to accept your award.
Mm.
You know?
True.
He sent me in his place to accept the award on his behalf.
Yeah. Well done, Will. Congratulations,
Well
mate.
done.
Well done. Yeah. What do we talk about now? No. We've just shown, as on Thursday, that we're rubbish at football. Talking about football. We're as rubbish at predicting in football as Rotherham have been at playing football this season.
That's going some. That is
Who got
really good.
Who got wooden spoon? Who come bottom? That's
Nick.
important. Oh yes, go on, mate.
just 1 point, mate. 1 point.
He picked Cameron Fraser's player at season who didn't play because of injuries. DeRosa's rising star, same as you, Kev, with breakout star and top scorer Georgie Kelly. He picked most assists, Chris Teehee, who got 0 assists. He did get Victor most minutes, to be fair. And it's just the 65 points and predicting finish as 15th. Just tickled me a lot. I don't know.
It wouldn't have done if we'd finished 15th, though, would it?
We've got 65 points. We've been at playoffs.
Well, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, even if we'd have gone into playoffs, finishing bottom, we'd have still put on a better show than those 2 games today because they've been absolutely awful.
Yeah.
All I can think is nerves got better to both teams in both games because they were off. Like you mixed it, they're absolutely horrendous, shocking games.
Yeah. They can be. Let's talk about the other playoffs, League 1 and 2, because they're the ones that are affecting us next season. It'll be a Bolton and go on.
Oxford, isn't it?
Oxford, correct.
Bolton Oxford final. Lewis, would you fancy for that one? Because league table tells you it should be Bolton. And Oxford have never, I don't think they've been in Championship for a long, long time. So the smart money kind of goes on Bolton for that one, really.
Yeah, Yeah, I can't say I watched too much of League One this season, but you'd assume Bolton. Although I've quite like them to lose, because I don't like Ian Evatt, and it will probably lead to me being sacked if they lose. But again, they'll have more money than Oxford to go out next season. So thinking ahead, they'll probably be more likely to be a challenger to us next season than Oxford. So get them up, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Kev, do you agree? Bolton, if they stay down, they've got a decent budget, so there will be much more of a threat. Oxford's good players will get picked apart because they're a similar club to us. Your best players tend to leave.
Well, Bolton, they are officially the best team in League One, aren't they? They have been for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
According to their manager, so deserve to be up. I actually think Oxford will win it. I watched the Oxford Peterborough game, and Oxford they defended well. They looked good on break, deserved it, and I just think I think Bolton, they've got this mindset. There's this, like their manager, they think they are a lot better than they actually are and deserve much more things. And I think they'll bottle it. I think pressure will get to them. Oxford's got no pressure really. They expected to lose, I think, so they'll go to Wembley. I have no idea what crowd are like. Bolton obviously take more, will they? I don't know.
I thought so.
Yeah, but like you said, for personal reasons, I'd rather Bolton go up, so it is one less team to worry about next year.
Yeah, I agree. Ian Evatt's ego's getting a bit big for League One, isn't it? He needs to go and upset somebody else for a few seasons.
Yeah.
Although I'd like him to lose and him get sacked like this, so I quite enjoy that. Mick, Peterborough lost. That was funny, wasn't
it? Yeah, bottled it again. It's remarkable, isn't it? Absolutely remarkable. I'm sure Dara's terribly, terribly upset. I don't know because I can't see what his social media says, but and Alan, what's his face? I'm sure he's rather down about it all and looking for somebody else to blame, or Rotherham United to blame. I'm sure he'll find a way. Well, Alan Swan, but there you go. I don't care. Don't care about Peterborough. I'm glad they're out of it. I very much want rid of Ian Evatt one way or another. And I think, to be fair, I think as you all alluded to, I think one way or another we will be rid of him. So if they don't go up, I don't think they'll stick with him because he's had plenty of opportunities to get him out of that division, and has not been capable of doing it. So I probably prefer him to go up because that way he'll be able to show how incompetent he is in Championship instead, and not spend loads of money in our division. So, but yeah, Peterborough out. That's funny.
Do you think Peterborough will sack Ferguson?
Eventually. It'll be like September time if they're
and get him back.
18,
Yeah.
And then have Ferguson back in January. Yeah. Disappointed in Barnsley. I thought Barnsley were really, really poor over the bits that I've seen. I didn't see the whole of both games, but I saw part of both games, and I thought Barnsley were very, very disappointing.
They didn't turn up in first leg, did they?
No, not at all.
And they were slightly better in second leg, but they were damage was done at that point, weren't it?
Yeah. To be fair, out of all the teams getting to go up, I would have preferred it to be Barnsley because we never beat them. So,
true actually.
I think not playing Cosgrove. Obviously, I live in Barnsley. A lot of my mates are Barnsley fans, and Sam Cosgrove's been sat on bench all season pretty much, and he were unbelievable against Bolton second leg. Absolutely unplayable. Won every header. It looked like he would commit to everything. So maybe a lot of Barnes fans are saying that's one of the reasons why they didn't quite make the final push because Cosgrove weren't playing.
Yeah. To be fair, although they weren't very good, they had spells in both ties and pushed Bolton close. Result-wise, pushed them close. I mean, that's a question mark on Bolton that they weren't able to really, really put to bed a really, really poor team when they probably should have done. We mentioned Peterborough there, Ben. Is that good that they're saying? Obviously, they've got some great players this season, Peter. Really good young players. But there's always a thing with Peterborough that they sell them quite quickly for a lot of money. But they tend to have such a high turnover of players. It seems difficult to know what they're going to do next season. So I'm not worried about Peterborough, but then I don't know what to expect from them either. There's one of those odd teams.
Yeah, I think they'll probably just they'll kind of finish 6th or 5th again in the playoffs. They'll probably just sell the best players, make some money, sign some new new players that no one's ever heard of, and finishing the playoffs again. They're never really pushing for the top 2, are they? Not that I can.
Rarely. They were close. And then, except COVID season when we stole it off them, obviously. But get that right.
Yeah, and then Mick got blocked.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell what they're going to do, but they've kind of got that model that buy players and then sell players. But at a point, it comes to a point where you kind of have to stop doing that to progress.
Yeah.
You just keep losing your best players, you know what I mean? So I think they'll probably finish like 5th or 6th. I hope that we'll be above that. I hope we'll be fighting for automatic rather than playoffs. So I don't think they'll affect us too much.
It's interesting what you say about Peterborough there and that model of, getting young players in and selling them for a really good profit. It'd be interesting to see their accounts because I don't know where they're spending this profit.
No,
I mean, far be it from me to suggest that Dara might be getting a new card every season. I don't know, but it's kind of that Brentford model, isn't it? That they are clearly operating, but the money doesn't seem to be reinvested into playing squad.
No.
I think should take our Rotherham United's operator. That's how we do it. Sign them for nothing, develop them, sell them for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. League 2, Lewis. We're going to Crawley or Crewe. For me, there's only one. You want Crewe because nobody wants to go all the way down to Crawley. It'd probably be a Tuesday night as well. Crewe's only an hour or so away. It's a no-brainer for me.
It's not a bad away day, Crewe. We played them on first game of season under Evans, didn't we? The first time went up. Definitely Crewe out of them, but I wasn't expecting Crawley to smash past MK Dons as they did in that semi. So they've obviously got a decent side. It's just a shame for Donny, innit, and all. Maybe not Donny, for Woody more than Woody more than Donny.
Yeah. CJ says I thought Donny were coming for his lads. Yeah, it's been weird, Kev, because the run that Donny had been on has been historic for them. I don't think they've won as many games in such a short space of time, but it was just one hurdle too many. And when the pressure came back on them, it was a terrible game. After the first 20 minutes, it was a terrible game.
Yeah.
And it's a shame for Donny, shame for Woody, but football, isn't it?
I know I'll get slated for this, but I did actually want Donny to go up just for personal reasons that it's another derby next year. And we do always seem to beat him as well. But weirdly, I saw Woody last week before the game, after the first leg, and I don't know how he played extra time because he could barely walk. I saw him on Tuesday and he could barely walk. His calves were cramping up. We're only sat in a beer garden. God knows I'm going to be playing football. But in a way, he'll not mind me saying this, but in a way, Donny staying down I think he signed one new 1 year deal at Donny. I think that prolongs his year because if they'd gone up to League One, sorry Woody, but I don't think he'd have played many games because there's a big step up League 2 to League 1, and it'll be 38, 39 soon. So being in League 2, it gives him another crack at it. It gives him another year playing. He'll still do it at that level. Still do it at League 2 next year.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. He'll keep playing till his body tells him he can't anymore, won't he?
I thought an interesting point from that MK Dons Crawley game was the MK Dons penalty. I thought Premier League referee Darren Bond had an absolute howler for the whole of that penalty days of play, because it's not a penalty. It comes off the player's knee onto his own arm, and the rules say that if it comes off a part of your body and deflects off a part of your body onto your arm, it's not a penalty. And you can see from the film that Bond had an absolute clear view, better view than anybody, to see that it came off the player's knee. So it's not a penalty, but he awards the penalty. Goalkeeper saves the penalty from about 3 yards in front of his goal line. When the ball's kicked, the goalkeeper's back foot is about a foot away from the goal line. It's an absolute howler of a passage of play, and it's poor. And he's a Premier League referee.
That's why, obviously, he's used to using VAR and relying on VAR and making. It don't really matter what decision he makes in Premier League because it's going to get overturned or someone's going to pick it up. Whereas there, it's not there. So maybe just weren't concentrating enough, or just forgot he were refereeing League Two
Yeah.
playoff game.
Yeah.
Poor.
They shouldn't be really bringing them down, should they? They should be. It should be League Championship or League One, League Two refs doing it. Really, I don't know why they've done that because it potentially causes issues like this.
Scott Kent saying it wasn't Darren Bond. It looked like Darren Bond.
Seb Stocksbridge with the referee at Wembley against Sutton.
Right.
He was rubbish on that day as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
It looked like Darren Bond to me, so I take that back. But either way, it was still a shocking passage of play for a referee. Dreadful.
Yeah, well. Ben, I don't know if you've seen this in the Doncaster game when the penalty shootout. I'm coming to you because I know you like this. If you've not seen it, where the penalty shootout started, and the Doncaster goalkeeper took a bottle wrapped in a towel and put it at the side of the pitch. So after the Crew took their first penalty, the Crew goalkeeper ran over, picked the bottle up, and threw it into the crowd, so they couldn't read the directions off it. I just thought you'd enjoy that, Ben.
Yeah, it's funny that it's not breaking the rules, is it?
He got booked.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
We did.
What rule was that then?
It's probably unsportsmanlike or something like that. I mean, he's thrown an object into the crowd, to be fair.
Yeah.
He could have got sent off for that.
I mean, he's worth booking, isn't it? You know what I mean? Worth the booking if you should have it memorised anyway. But I mean, he's just played however many minutes of football, so he's probably exhausted. It's a clever move, isn't it?
Yeah, I liked it.
I think he got him back. I'm pretty sure a photographer gave him back. Yeah, after the second one.
It didn't work, did it? Bless him. Peter Jefferson says, Donny were very poor in the second leg, never liked scoring, wasted chances, and acted as if they were already through after the first leg.
Yeah.
Winning playoffs is not for everybody, is it? It's one of those things. Mick Crew over Crawley.
Yeah, I think so. I thought, to be fair, what I've seen of Crawley, they look a decent outfit. They play some good football. So, yeah, definitely Crew over Crawley, without a doubt. He's closer as well. Like you said, nobody wants to go to Crawley. Not even if you live.
Not many people outside football want to go Crew, to be fair.
No, well, that's true. No, that is true. I'm sure some train spotters like to go there as well, but other than that, literally nobody wants to go to Crawley.
No, that's very true.
Matt, didn't we go to a cup game at Crew and lose?
We did. FA Cup, second round. Kiefer Moore scored, and then he disallowed it for a foul on goalkeeper, something like that. He scored, everyone went to set back up to kick off, and the referee at Lino had a conversation and ruled it out for, I still don't know why.
Well, that's another thing next year, isn't it? We've got to play first and second round of FA Cup. So
I don't mind that because we always do quite well in first and second round. It's third round that's the problem. Yeah. I had a look earlier, by the way, at Steve Evans' record in FA Cup. And outside of being a Rotherham manager, he's got to the fourth round 4 times.
Wow.
And Rotherham haven't been to the fourth round since 2001. So hopefully, he lost to Maidstone, didn't he, this year for Stevenage. But I'll take a cup run. Take a cup run next year, Mr. Evans, please. You boys waiting for we talked about the retain list last week, Lewis. What were your thoughts on the retain list? Is there anything that stands out as a shock, or is it all kind of makes sense to you?
Yeah, most of it made sense. I thought that they might offer the deal to Klukas. That was the one for me. But again, I understand why he's got rid, because he's open to reduce the average age of the squad, and I imagine he's quite a high earner as well. So I understand it. And he's not played in recent weeks, and so I don't know if he's injured, in inverted commas, or what. I'm slightly surprised that Lindsay's been offered a new deal, considering he's been out of the picture for a couple of months. But again, I still can't see him signing. I imagine he'll be off to Wrexham on a free in the summer. No real surprises though. We need a fresh start, and getting rid of all the old lot it needed to happen.
Yeah, it did. Is there anybody on there, Kev, that you would have kept and offered one more to, or is it getting rid of kind of Deadwood's a bit harsh, but some Deadwood? Yeah,
but I think exactly same as Lewis. To be fair, I'd have probably give Klukes another year, but it might be down to wages. Clearly, he didn't play in the last couple of games for Evans. Evans knew he weren't going to keep him. I'd have thought. But yeah, no, I agree with everything else. We do need a massive clear out and start again, massive rebuild. And Steve Evans, we know he's going to have a busy summer. it's gonna be fun, innit? I can't wait.
It's never boring. Yeah, Ben, there's 11 players under contract. One of those was Victor. So realistically, you got 10 players under contract. 15 players you need, or is it going to be more than that? Could you see Hugo Leaves leaving, or Hacks leaving, or Cam Humphries? What do you reckon roughly the number's going to be?
I can't imagine there'd be many more leaving. I mean, obviously Victor, maybe one more, but I think he'll want, obviously, like I said, a massive rebuild. I think we said this earlier. I said this a couple months ago about the attitude of, having this kind of weight of this season on you, that kind of like luggage that is going to sit with you, that kind of culture that you don't want to like linger around next season. So, like you said, massive rebuild. So, but that being said, I mean, you still need 25 players. So you can't get rid of 25 players and sign 25 new ones. You know what I mean? That's going too far. So it needs to be a balance. I think 15 new players is, I mean, it's obviously a massive ask, but given the situation and the circumstances the season we went through last year, I don't think it's that bad. Obviously kept some good players if they will stay. But I don't think it's as bad as we think. I think it's potential for a promotion straight off the bat, in my opinion.
You don't think it's promotion off the bat?
No, I do. I think there is. I think we've got some talent, some good quality. And I thought the last 3 games, especially if we play like that in League One, I think we'll do well.
Yeah, I probably agree. Shelley says Klukas he'd offer him another year. He says Appy has shown when played further forward that has glimpses. In League One, he could have been decent. He says Revan wouldn't come back to League One, but knows to get a championship team, which I think is fair. Scott Kent saying Victor is heavily linked with Stoke at the minute. That's according to the guy, Al Nixon from the Sun. Stoke favourites. We talk about Victor a lot, mate, but Stoke, he'll get a good wage packet from them because they pay very, very well. And Stoke are one of those clubs, if they get everything right, they've got the potential to shoot up this league. So it makes if he's going to stay in England, that kind of makes sense. Because Sheffield United are going to, after Sunderland, keep an eye, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense personally.
Okay,
he should be playing much higher level than that. He's far better than Stoke City. I know they've obviously got the weight of Bet365 behind them, so they've got more money than probably any other club in the whole pyramid, with the exception of probably the top 6 in the Premier League. But they don't seem to spend it particularly wisely. They don't recruit particularly well. The manager situation there seems to have been up in the air more than it's not for the past couple of years, and the performances on the pitch have been ineffective. So it strikes me as a poor move personally. That will be my view. He should be playing, like I say, at a much higher level. Well, let's wait and see. It's just rumour, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just absolute rumour. So he can do a lot better than that, I'm sure.
Fair enough. Yeah, Al Nixon's reporting that Sheffield United are going to pay £8 million for Sunderland's keeper. He's a young Englishman. That's all. You know there's a premium of buying English players, isn't there? Which makes it even more stupid. If Victor's there for £1 million, you go for him. I know Patterson's probably got. Well, he ain't got more potential. I don't think. I don't know. No. People mentioned George Byers has been linked. Shelley says George Byers, if he comes in, surely makes our midfielder even more solid with the 3 we've already got. Anybody on any thoughts on George Byers? I can't say I've watched him too much. Wednesday fans like him. Good on ball, technically. Anything anybody's got on him?
I've not seen out on him, but I'd like him. I've obviously seen him when he played against us and a few highlights and all that, but he's very sort of. Wednesday fans do really like him, so dropping down to League One, I think he could be a great signing if it's true.
Yeah, the rules were in for January. In January, I think, and he went. Understandably, didn't sell him to us because we were kind of a rival at the time in the league. I think he had a great interseason at Blackpool.
Just going back to Victor, Matt. Sorry, I think it all might change after this Championship playoffs because I think if Leeds don't go up, I think they'll come back in for him.
I can see that.
I'm not sure if he's Premier League level yet. I think he is personally, but I'm not sure if he'll get a game at Premier League level. But if they stay in Championship, I think they'll definitely back in for him.
I can't see Meslier staying a second season in Championship.
No.
The issue with that, from a Leeds point of view, is that if they don't go up financially, they're going to be in some trouble. They're going to have to jettison a lot of players just to keep within the rules.
If they sell Meslier for 20 million and buy Victor for 1, it's a perfect sense, isn't it?
Of course it does. Absolutely.
Yeah, be a good move for him. I know, a really, really good move for him. If that comes off.
Yeah.
When you look at the two, and you've talked about Stoke City and Leeds United, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's an absolute no-brainer.
100%.
So, can't believe I'm saying that about Leeds United. No, I'll go wash my mouth out after this.
Yeah. Let's finish. Shall what's know any of our transfer targets? Is there anybody out there, Lewis, that you've seen that you thought fits in, or a type, just a type player that you think needs to be kind of first through the door?
There was not many people we mentioned so far. I was just surprised with it being Evans. I know Clark Harris has been mentioned quite a lot, which I would be in favour of, given his record in League One. I thought even this season he's not played too much. I think he's still got 13, 15 goals this season. Most of them being on as a sub coming on. He's not too old, is he? I don't think he might be 30-ish now. So he's
the third, I think.
Yeah. So he's proven at League One. Maybe not the step up to the Championship. When he went with Peterborough, he weren't quite as good in the Championship, was he? But thinking just for next season is you'll be hard pressed to find a better goal scorer in League One on a free transfer as well. It seems like a bit of a no-brainer to get him in to add to the options up front. I wouldn't mind having. I know we were linked with Wolves in January. I wouldn't mind having him back in League One as well. Especially now with Wednesday staying up, there might be a bit surplus to requirements, perhaps.
He just won't play a season. He's got to play a season, hasn't he? Yeah.
Or maybe is he out of contract? I think. Well, they might be wanting to offer him a new one if he's with that. But if we're possible, I'd take him in a heartbeat back in League One.
Yeah, Clark Harris is 29. He can't be far from one of the top scorers in League One ever. He's got 107 goals in League One. 279 appearances.
There's only one player I liked. There's one player I like to play. Trouble is, we're going back to the old defenders again because signing 34-year-old is not good. But the guy at Mickey Demetrio, defender, solid defender. Didn't lose an header against Donny, and you could see he was a proper powerful player. I'd like him, but he's 35, probably 35 soon, so old, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but that kind of player, I think, certainly League One, I think it makes sense. It's a Richard Wood type player, isn't it, really? It's that same kind of thing. Ben, would you take Clark Harris back?
I don't know. I think you might as well get the band back together, kind of thing. Get Connor Salmon back in and Dicko maybe. I don't know. I mean, he was kind of doing well. He did well at where did he go? Bristol Rovers, I think it was.
Yeah, very well
there. I mean, he's a powerful player. He had so much potential when he was us, in my opinion. I mean, he had a lot of characteristics and attributes that could have gone a long way. But I mean, I'd take him back in League One, wouldn't you? Having popping balls from the free kick again and breaking nets. I'd have him back,
yeah. The only issue with Clark Harris is his pace. He ain't really got any pace because he's such a unit. There's no legs, and you've already got Eves and Hugo are probably going to be here next year. Who've got no legs either. You're relying completely on Nombe for your movement up top, for your pace, which is potentially an issue. You then become quite one-dimensional, don't you?
I think if Clark Harris was to come in, I think one of the other ones would Eves or Hugo would move on. I would imagine.
Yeah. We've been linked with like Reed as well, aren't we, from Steven? I don't know what he's like for pace. I don't know if he's a different kind of striker. And we've scored quite a few goals for Stevens this year, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I don't know when it's going to start these signings. I expect after the playoff finals next weekend for League 1 and 2. I think that's probably when it'll start moving, really.
Transfer window don't until June, does it? 1st of June?
1st of June, I think it opens. But you can kind of talk to players that are out of contract now.
Yeah.
And make the deals and talk. You can still put bids in now Not like I imagine people doing for Victor, but obviously it doesn't officially happen until whenever the window opens, whenever that may be. Paramount says if we want somebody with no legs, just get Mick to play. That's harsh, that making it.
Yeah, harsh, but fair.
Got an engine on you, haven't they, mate? Got an engine, make up for it. Got an engine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can run all day. Just not very quick.
There we go. Anything else you want to mention, boys?
Nope.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody who's with us tonight. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube if that's where you're watching. If you're watching on X, make sure you follow us and get over YouTube and subscribe. If it's iTunes, Spotify, you're watching, make sure you subscribe and give us a 5-star rating wherever it does. We shall be back on Thursday. We're going to do a end of season's awards show on Thursday. We're going to do it. We're going to bite the bullet and just get it done. I don't know what it's going to consist of. Just praising Victor again, probably, to be honest.
Black tie event.
You are?
Black tie event.
Black tie event it is, absolutely. So make the effort on a Thursday night. But there we go. And then we'll be back Sunday for something else, and we'll probably drop it back to just one episode a week back then. But we'll see how we feel. And then the Euros comes back up again, doesn't it? So
We'll hopefully have Lee McMahon with us on Thursday as well.
Yes, we'll have Lee McMahon talking about his new single, which you should go and listen to. Lonely Boy, am I right? Is that right?
Lonely Boy, yeah.
Lonely Boy.
I think there's still a few tickets left for his gig on Saturday at Gorilla Bar as well, next Saturday. So perfect timing. There's about 200 sold, so it's really good turnout anyway. So
yeah, we've seen Lee live at wherever we went. I can't remember when now.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. He's great. He's such a lovely guy, and I love his music. So go and support him if you can. Irish says New York Talk, a Victor special, pretty much. Yeah, basically, just probably about Victor being here, to be honest. Yeah. What can you do? Thank you all for being with us. We'll see you next time. Ben, thank you, mate. It's been lovely.
Thank you.
Kev, it's a pleasure as always, mate.
cheers.
And Lewis, it's always lovely to see you, mate.
Cheers, chaps.
And Mick, cheers.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
See you all later. Hope you Millers.
Slides into Wales through a goal, slots it beyond Fodringham, and the Millers are in front in the South Yorkshire derby. And for the first time in 42 years, Rotherham United win at Bramall Lane. On the edge of the box for Duffy, he can hit them, and he does. Oh!